Hi everyone, this is Diane. Do you remember my friend Val who had invited me to go shopping in her garage? She had pulled all the books and paper stuff that she could find forward so that I could go through it and take them out of her garage. Well, she had her yard sale. She's having her yard sale this weekend, and so I went up there to see what was left after I had taken so much stuff. But she actually had set things that I would be interested in, like the paper stuff, on a table and had a canopy over it because it was rainy yesterday and it's probably going to rain tomorrow. So I went back there and looked, but I found this at a different table. So I'm gonna save this little tray for last. This item is not junk journal. It is purely sentimental. This came with, well, I was thinking it came with honey in it. Snowcrest Bank bottle. I don't know what came in it, but my grandfather used to save pennies in a glass bottle like this, and when it was full, he would give it to a pair of his grandchildren. So there were 6 of us. I don't know if he gave some to my cousins. We lived really close by him. But my 2 older brothers, they would get a jar, and then they could split the pennies. And then my sister and I, that were closest in age, would get a jar. And then the next time it was full, my younger sisters got it. So I only remember getting it once because it took a long time to fill. But what fun. So I had to get that bottle. She kept showing me things, making sure I was finding everything that she thought I would like. I found these just kind of scattered around on the table. She said she was hoping I would find them. Lawrence Brothers, Lawrence Brothers homogenized pasteurized milk, Conklin Road, Binghamton, New York. I think they're all the same. Yep, they're all the same. But I always grab milk bottle caps if they're a reasonable price. And she just kind of bundled everything together and gave me a great price on everything. This is just I remember Beneficial. There used to be a Beneficial office here in my town, but it's just a little fabric or a little sewing kit for mending. So I will tuck that in a pocket sometime. I have these vintage Jingle Bells. She gave me this little spool of ribbon with cats on it. And then there's just some various fabric pieces that I thought I could do something with. I don't know what this came off of, but I will use it for a flip in a domestic arts journal or something like that. She brought out these doilies. She doesn't have them out at the sale, but she can get a better price taking them to, she has a booth at an antique mall, or it's an antique store, but it has different vendors in it. So she can get a better price there. But she brought them out for me to look at. So I selected some. I got that one so I can cut the roses off. And this piece, which would wrap around a journal, like an everyday journal type of thing, the Amity Bloom. This little piece, which I could also use on a journal cover. I liked the delicate pink and blue on the edges of this one. I haven't bought very many doilies at all this flea market season. I've been good as far as that goes. Not so good with other stuff. An embroidered piece, which is very pretty, and blue embroidery, which I also like. Of course, I bought it. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like it. And another one that I can cut the flowers off. And then this little snowflake type. So I will hand wash some of these things. And oh, there's more. My favorites, the little quilt pieces. Quilt blocks. They look old. Hand done, not machine done. This one was machine done, but this one was hand sewn. She tossed this into my pile. Kodak pictures. Well, I knew there were pictures in here. It's a dog and a dog. And grandparents with the shadow of the photographer. Then this Walter Baker cookbook. I hope that I can get that sticker off. Property of Mrs. M. Posner. Look at that pretty picture. It's in good condition. 1924. Wow. I can't believe it looks this good. So there's all the recipes, and then there are some chocolate, pictures of chocolate goodies, because Baker's was a chocolate company, is a chocolate company. They still make chocolate. I use Baker's chocolate to make my brownies and chocolate crinkle cookies. I think I've made Wellesley frosting before. Look at these beautiful pictures. Nice. Oh, there's more. This I picked up, I don't know how old it is. I guess it's old. Phone 199J. 1961 to 1962. Railway employees, and then it's got advertisements on it. Has rates of pay. Oh, look at that. That's cute. It's also in good condition for the age of it, but I got it because of these. So I guess it was to keep track of your time worked. Calendar. Was there just that one page of ledger? Iroquois beer. Oh, there's a page. Oh, here we go. Memorandum. Yeah, there's pages throughout, mixed in with all the advertisements, which I can also use. And along with that was this one, 1962 to 63, so it was a year after this. This one seems to have more pages to fill in. But those were a fun find, I thought. This is not the kind of thing you usually find at a yard sale. But my friend she goes to flea markets, and then people that at the flea market that haven't sold stuff and they're packing up, they just tell her to fill her car up with stuff. So a lot of this stuff actually came from flea markets. She had some old cards. Most of them were torn, coming apart. But this swan that is so beautiful was in really good condition. So I brought this home with me. I love it. She saw in my other video, she had given me the 2 larger Beatrix Potter books, and I had said I was going to put them down in the little library box where you can put in a book and take out a book. So she gave this to me. I did put them in there, and they're still there. I'm hoping some kid's going to find them, but I'm going to add this to that pile. Or I might use it, because these pages are smaller, and I love the kittens. This is, I'm not interested in the Orphan Annie design here, and it's not a very old book, I don't think. But I got it because of the papers that are in it. This is 1976, and these graph papers are in it. It's like a vellum kind of tracing paper or vellum graph paper for designing your own needlepoint. And there are quite a few pages of it in here. So you could take your child's artwork and turn it into needlepoint. But I'm just going to use them in journals. Then this pocket square, cheater pocket square from a dry cleaner. That's pretty cool, I think. Just tuck this card right in the man's suit pocket, and it looks like he's got a nicely folded pocket square. She found this and added it to my pile for me. Wet Dutch Boy White Lead paint. Very interesting old card. And then this Animal Kingdom Crewel Work by Erica Wilson. I think I remember seeing her name when my mom was buying embroidery crewel work kits when I was a teenager. This is 1977, but I liked some of the woodland animal designs. I've seen that cat, Chessie. Oh, he's the mascot of Chesapeake and Ohio Railway. There's another cat. Val, you find cats everywhere. There's a cute raccoon. The deer. I love that, of course. Peaceable Kingdom. Birds. Squirrel. Oh, I love those. The little deer sold me on it. I was looking through it thinking, is this one I would want to get? And then I saw the deer and I went no further. And, oh, I already showed you these. Yeah, we already talked about those. So the last thing is this. It's actually 3 separate articles. There was this little bag. These were in a tray at her sale, like a bigger tray than this. It's just a lid of a box. So she dumped them in a bag, and I didn't want to deal with the bag on the video because it's so noisy. So I just dumped them in this lid that I have. But these are like little lingerie metal pieces. The garter hook, I don't know what that's for. Bra strap hooks. So we just included them in my bundle. I don't know what I'll do with them, but I think I could find something to do with some of them. I'll do that later. And then there was another bag full of these metal pieces. Little buckles. More garters. Metal ones. I think this was metal too. So I think I could really play with these and have fun with them. Here's a plastic one. And the tray is buckles. Look at that one. The lady that I get the paper dolls from, and then I just went back last weekend and got a bunch of stuff from her, and I got buckles from her. I don't think I'll use that one. But she came to the sale, to this yard sale before I got there. Val told me that she picked out 3 of the buckles. I'm glad she didn't buy the whole tray. Love that one. We're not going to look at every single one, but it's just a really fun find. And there's so many different styles. There's some metal ones and plastic ones. Maybe there's some Bakelite ones. I don't know. Look at this one. Beautiful. There's another one in here that was, oh, this one. It had a black and white polka dot belt tied to it. Isn't that neat, though? Small ones. I just love that there's so many different sizes. So I have a little container, little storage. Look at those. They're tiny. I will thread ribbons through those just for embellishing things. I love these. There's a little flower that I could probably use as a dangle. It's got a loop on it. Yeah, I'll have to clean these and sort them. There's even a buckle with a D on it. A D for Diane. But I have this storage container that has little drawers, and I have one drawer that's labeled buckles. And these are not all going to fit in that. I know that. So I'm going to have to find a new storage place for my buckles. And maybe I'll put some of these in my shop. That came off a belt. It's kind of heavy. There's this frog type. I don't know why they're called frogs. So I was happy. As soon as I got there, this was the first thing I picked up, and I was very happy about it. Especially since she let me buy the whole box for $5. That was a really good steal. That was a steal. I don't know where she got them from, but she let me have them for $5. And then the bag that had all these metal pieces, she added just $1 for that. So I got a really good buy for all this stuff. Well, that's it for my yard sale purchases. Now I've got to clean this all up and get to work finishing my picnic journals. So I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you are having a creative day today. Bye-bye.